Hello and welcome back to DocTrack Training. With this lesson, we'll go over the toolbar controls in DocTrack Flex. We'll also look at how to change your settings. Like the last lesson, we're still logged in as our advanced user, Peter Simmons. And these are the toolbar controls that he sees. Some of these we've already looked at. For instance, we reviewed the options available in the filter control when we covered DocTrack Flex Basics. We've also used the refresh icon in the previous lesson on generating reports. Now let's look at the rest of the toolbar controls. This little slider will expand all the attachment lines. Earlier, we showed you how to select this little down arrow to expand an attachment. But if you click on this slider, you expand all of them at once. And if you do it again, you'll close them all. Next is the email control. This is a handy feature if you ever need to email any or all of the record attachments to someone. When you select it, checkboxes appear for you to select the ones that you'd like to attach to emails. You can select them all, clear your selections, or select them one at a time. Now, all you need to do is finish it, and hit send. When you're done, just close it here, and it returns to the standard layout. The last control in this group is bundle. When you select that one, you see a similar layout, but this time you're selecting files that you'll want to bundle together in a single PDF file. Now, as a reminder, you want to be careful to avoid selecting any attachment that isn't a PDF, a text file, or a picture file. For example, I'm going to deselect the first customer PO attachment because it's an MSG file that we exported from Outlook. Now I'll select this button to enter the new file name and destination. Now I just select Process. And here's my new file. As you can see, all the attachments are now bundled together in a single file. Okay, those are the toolbar controls. Now let's look at the DocTrack Flex settings. To see them, open the username drop-down at the top and select Settings. If you enable Expand All Attachments, then all attachments will be expanded by default when a user opens a new Sightline form. The Auto Preview setting refers to this section of DocTrack Flex. You can use these tabs at the top to toggle between seeing a preview or Doc Notes. By default, the tab selected for one attachment will be the tab you see when you select another attachment. But if you enable Auto Preview, you'll always see the Preview tab when you select a new attachment, regardless of what tab was showing before. With Remember My Form Size selected, DocTrack Flex will always open to the same size as it was when you ended your last session. Turn on support logging should always be off. The only time you'd want to turn this on would be at the request of a member of our support team. This might be helpful in case we need to troubleshoot a problem that you're having with DocTrack Flex. With the default tab setting, you can determine whether DocTrack Flex shows the Preview tab or the Doc Notes tab by default when you open a new form in Sightline. Sort Options refers to the filter control we saw in an earlier lesson. Here you set the default sort parameter. You can also set it to be either ascending or descending by default. In the Default Bundle Destination field, you can enter the path to a folder that will be the default destination for the files you generate with the bundle feature. The Theme dropdown will allow you to switch between the Classic theme and the Vibrant theme. The last setting is a button labeled Clear SharePoint Credentials and is intended for users that are prompted to enter their credentials when they open an attachment to a file stored in SharePoint. By default, once you enter your SharePoint credentials, you won't have to do it again for the rest of your session in DocTrack Flex. But in the rare case that you might need to open attachments in a different SharePoint library, it's possible that you could have different credentials for that one. If so, you can come here and select this button. Then you'll be able to enter the new credentials required for the new file. That's how you use the toolbar controls and DocTrack Flex settings. And that's all for now. On our next lesson, we'll look at making manual attachments. See you then.